Hey guys and welcome, my name is Dank and today we're gonna look at the new roving threads in the Misty Mountains. The footage was taken on Bullroarer, but I assume it's gonna stay the same now until live, so I won't change it unless they change something else. As always, there are different spawn locations and I will put the spawn locations in the description. Misty Mountains has 4 roving threads and assumedly an epilogue. I couldn't confirm that, but I will assume it. But 4 roving threads are number 1, Himdir, a giant snow beast. He has the frenzy where he will decrease his attack duration by 20%. Now you can only get rid of that if you put him in a CJ or out of combat for a few seconds. So, because he's immune to stuns and immune to dazes, you have to do a CJ. If you don't have somebody you can put in a CJ, you're gonna have a hard time with him unless you have a lot of DPS. This makes him not soloable for me on my Warden. A guard might be able to, but it will take a long time. Other than that, he just does his Frost Breath, which does a little bit of damage, and put a Frost Mitigation debuff on you that is insignificant, and he put a bleed on you that he can't get rid of, that decreases your armor. Well, a wound, not a bleed. Other than that, just tank and spank, and have somebody with a CJ. Alright, on number 2 we have Up Backhand, I think, on 1.7 million hit points. He's just one of these wolf dudes. He puts fears on you that are insignificant. That bleed that I have right now comes from just a normal wolf, so he doesn't put bleeds on you. And then he will do a really annoying lightning attack. Makes your whole screen white. Should come up here in any second. This one. Doing this you have like a higher miss chance, so don't use any big skills. Other than that, he didn't have anything special as I can tell. I didn't get him all the way down, so I don't know if he will spawn any special skills later on. He seems pretty easy. He is the 3-man, so you can probably do him relatively easy. His damage is really low. Yeah. So number 3, we'll have him upcoming. Yep. We have Satmoth at 2.7 billion hit points. He's a pretty cool looking ice giant with normal giant feet. Yeah, I didn't change the feet, so. He's pretty cool. He has just this annoying stun skill that does some damage. But I mean, you saw he devastated me for 3.7k on my Warden with high mitigations, but that's not a big hit. This damage is pretty low, and I think any class, well, any 2 class can duo him as long as you have a tank or if you have a healer healing, you know, a hunter or something like that. But other than that stun, I didn't see him do anything crazy. Just stomps on you and claps on you. Pretty simple tank and spank, but he looks awesome. I really like the look of him. But yeah, so on number 4 we will have a Gorphos, 2.7 million hit points. He is a giant, a stone giant. He will have another building corruption, I don't know what you would call it, that you can only get rid of if you put him in a CJ. He will actually do more damage. So if you don't have anybody who can do a CJ, you have a time limit, otherwise you will just hit too hard. Or you need to like put him in a CJ every, you know, he has like 5 or so. Other than that, he can stun you. There you see plus 10 melee damage and 10 crit chance, so you want to get rid of that if you can. He will stun you unless you evade or parry, which I did on my whole footage. But his damage otherwise is pretty low. Just get rid of the CJs and you shouldn't have a problem with him. Get rid of the building stuff with a CJ and you should not have any problems with it. Alright, those are the 4 that I found. Thank you for watching, and remember the locations are in the descriptions and they spawn randomly every day. Thank you guys.